In the same book of Genesis, chapter 4, verse 8. Now Cain said to his brother Abel, "Let us go out to the field." And while they were in the field, Cain attacked his brother Abel and killed him. Then the Lord said to Cain, "Where is your brother Abel?" "I don't know," he replied. "And I, my brother's keeper?" The Lord said, "What have you done? Listen, your brother's blood cries out to me from the ground. Now you are under a curse and driven from the ground. Which opening it is most to receive your brother's blood from your hand? When you work the ground, it will no longer yield. It is crop for you. You will be restless, wandering on the earth." Cain said to the Lord, "My punishment is more than I can bear. Today you are driving me from the land, and I will be hidden from your presence. I will be restless, wanderer on the earth, and whoever finds me will kill me." But the Lord said to him, "Not so. If anyone kills Cain, he will suffer vengeance 7 times over." Then the Lord put a mark on Cain so that no one who found him will kill him. So Cain went out from the Lord's presence and lived in the land of northeast of Eden. Cain lay with his wife, and she became pregnant and gave birth to Enoch. Cain was then built a city, and he named it after his son Enoch. To Enoch was born Irad, and Irad was the father of the Mahujael, and Mahujael was the father of Mesushael, and Mesushael was the father of Lamech. Lamech married 2 women, one named Ada and the other Zillah. Ada gave birth to Jabal. He was the father of those who live in a tent and raise livestock. His brother's name was Jubal. He was the father of all who play the harp and flute. Zillah also had a son, Tubal-Cain, who forgot all kinds of tools out of bronze and iron. Tubal-Cain, his sister, was Naamah. Lamech said to his wife, "Ada and Zillah, listen to me. Wife of Lamech, hear my words. I have killed a man for wounding me, a young man for injuring me. If Cain is avenged 7 times, the Lamech 70 times." Adam lay with his wife again, and she gave birth to a son and named him Seth, saying, "God has granted me another child in place of Abel, since Cain killed him." Seth also had a son, and he named him Enoch. At that time, when men began to call on the name of the Lord. In the same Genesis, chapter 5, it's talking about from Adam to Noah. This is the written account of Adam's line. When God created man, He made him in the likeness of God. He created them, male and female, and He blessed them. And when they were created, He called them man. When Adam had lived 130 years, he had a son and his own likeness, in his own image, and he named him Seth. After Seth was born, Adam lived 800 years and had other son and daughter. Altogether, Adam lived 930 years, and then he died. When Seth had lived 105 years, he became the father of Enosh. And after he became the father of Enosh, Seth lived 807 years and had other sons and daughters. altogether, says Libit, 912 years, and then he died. When Enoch had lived 90 years, he became the father of Canaan. And after he became the father of Canaan, Enoch lived 815 years and had other sons and daughters. Altogether, Enoch lived 905 years, and then he died. When Canaan had lived 70 years, he became the father of Mahalalel. And after he became the father of Mahalalel, Canaan lived 840 years and had the other sons and daughters. Altogether, Canaan lives 910 years, and then he died. When Mahalalel had lived 65 years, he became the father of Jared. And after he became the father of Jared, Mahalalel lived 830 years and had other sons and daughters. Altogether, Mahalalel lived 895 years, and then he died. When Jared had lived 162 years, he became the father of Enoch. And after he became the father of Enoch, Jared lived 800 years and had other sons and daughters. Altogether, Jared lived 962 years, and then he died. When Enoch had lived 65 years, he became the father of Methuselah. And after he became the father of Methuselah, Enoch walked with God 300 years and had other sons and daughters. Altogether, Enoch lived 365 years. Enoch walked with God. Then he was no more, because God took him away. When Methuselah had lived 187 years, he became the father of Lamech. And after he became the father of Lamech, Methuselah lived 782 years and had other sons and daughters. Altogether, Methuselah lived 969 years, and then he died. When Lamech had lived 182 years, he had a son. He named him Noah, and said, "He will comport us in the lava, and faithful, tall of our hand, caused by the ground. The Lord has caused it." After Noah was born, Lamech lived 595 years, and he had other sons and daughters. Altogether, Lamech lived 777 years, and then he died. After Noah was 500 years old, he became the father of Shem, Ham, and Japheth. In the same book of Genesis chapter 6, was talking about the plot happened during that time. When men began to increase in the number on the earth, and daughters were born to them, the Son of God saw that the daughters of men were beautiful, and they married any of them they chose. Then the Lord said, "By His Spirit, my Spirit will not contend with a man forever, for he is mortal, his day will be 120 years. The Nephilim were on the earth on those days, and also afterward, when the sons of God went to the daughters of men and had children by them, they were the heroes of all men of renown. The Lord saw how great man's wickedness on the earth had become, and that evil inclination of the thought of his heart was only evil at all the time. The Lord was grateful that He had made man on the earth, and His heart was filled with pain.